EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. For the former Nittany Lion, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Jones, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and 12, Jones steps away. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cowboys 0. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line. Let's give him a shot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you
threw an opening, and there he goes. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jones now on first down. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Toss play left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Jones on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
4th down. Do what you do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. This is Penny. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Giants 14, Cowboys 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott, and this is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Giants.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
56.
Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
56 from Mike, boy. 56. Shot 56.
The toss out to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun, they run with Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Please take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go, Mike. We're going to 54 right here. Let's go. Check.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 50. Get ready.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go, 46. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check back. Hey, watch it.
From the gun, Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, B. Big series right here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go, D. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Darius Slayton, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. 52's the mic. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Let's go, D.
Throwing again. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kick off.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's put that team on the clock. Mike's 50. Hey, kill. 47. Mike 50, huh? I don't even know why this team showed.
Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
We ain't giving up nothing with that. We're going 46. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. No.
Prescott to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Mike 52. We're going to 52. Defense, keep it up, guys. Check it backer.
Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. First and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down at the 45.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can go to 54. Go to 54. Go to 52.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up? 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Now Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right?
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
31.
They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. They can't hang with us.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 1st and 10, Prescott able to find Shaheen here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. And Mike's 50. Mike's 50. And watch the lane.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott now. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They begin with a run by Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And able to rip rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game, certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He was brought down at the 40.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On third down, Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Get in the weight room. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
And they take a knee.
Tonight's final score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Giants, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.